Hey, welcome back to another episode of Showboat's Tower. Let's jump right in. Looks like I got my butt kicked last Legends tournament, so I've been trying to get back in there. But my main priority before tournaments has been econ, and that kind of shows. Last episode I was earning 14 trillion. If we take a look down at my tier 11 stats, last episode was 14. This episode is 33. That's how much I'm bringing a run. Wow. Huge jump. So let's see what we can cook up. Let's talk about some changes. The big change has been I maxed Death Wave cooldown. I think I did that earlier than most players have done it. I think a lot of people kind of go for Golden Tower Plus before maxing that Death Wave cooldown, but I couldn't help it. I love seeing that gold box, so yeah, we did that. If you're not familiar with my build, I use the Galaxy compressor. I'm looking to move out of that, so that's why I'm reducing the cooldowns. Because this already really just doesn't give me that much value. But I'm hoping to basically get my black hole permanent before I switch into black hole digester. Because right now my black hole is like very, very permanent with Galaxy compressor, but once I take that off, it does have some downtime, so I'm working on reducing that downtime, and then I'll be able to put this black hole digester in. But yeah, if you're not familiar with the Multiverse Nexus, that's basically how I'm bringing my cooldown so low. So let's see what we can cook up here with 33 trill. I mean, that's some serious money. So I think in the last episode I talked about how I gold box a lot of these stats fairly easily because they're so highly upgraded. So I'm not really doing any workshop upgrades. As you can see, like, these stats are already like very high, 58 to 6,000. Like, they just don't require that much money to upgrade. Wall health right now is the hardest one for me to get to max with cash. But let's see what else we can cook up. I got a good feeling about this episode because I actually delayed it because I knew that we can unlock something today. It's not here, but I wanted to show you where it's all at, just so you could take a look. So I have been working on some of these stats, but here's what I wanted to show you, because I think we can cook up something here. I've got 33 trill, and it's asking for 9.4. So last night I let the overnight run go and cook up this money. So let's see what we can do here, because I heard that the level skip enhancement is basically the single biggest click you can do in the game, you know, to get you more money and more waves. It's very valuable. So let's see what it's all about. Finally, we got the cash to do it. So I need to spend 9.4. Okay, let's just do it in cash, I guess, because I don't use recovery at all. Let's do it. Wow, only 5 million. I'm really excited to get this. So let's see how many clicks I can do. I'm really just going to dump all my cash into it. 6%. I'm really stoked to see that. Also really interested. It looks like there's no more unlocks after that. I guess that's it. But wow, 6% enemy level skip. I'm not quite sure what that's going to take me to. But I'm certain that's going to help out across the board. So really stoked about that. Cards haven't changed too much. But let's talk about labs. So this is where I've been at with my labs. For maybe since the last episode, I've been doing a lot of module stuff. So I'm just going to cruise through my history real quick. You can see daily mission shards there, a little econ, re-roll. So I've been working on econ labs a little bit, but mostly I've been making that module push. Just like I said, I'm just trying to get that black hole digester in there, because I think this will get me more coins. And I've heard that one of the next big leaps in progression for me will be something called card masteries, and you need a lot of money for it. So I think this will help me make the money I need for those upgrades. But I'm not really sure if right now is the time to drop Galaxy Compressor. So maybe between now and the next episode, I think I'll be doing some test runs, see how that turns out. But yeah, everything's been going pretty good with the tower. The farm runs, obviously making more money. So yeah, I think I'm gonna shoot you guys some footage of the farm run. Oh, so we got a little farm run going here. So it's actually been a week since I got the enemy level skip. Cool, so we're back to our farm run. It's actually been about a week since I got that enemy level skip upgrade. So it's been about a week time jump. So I've got my enemy attack level skip open, and before I was getting it up to I think 41.9% enemy attack level skip. Now it's up to 46.9. So it looks like it's gone up like 5%. So that's pretty solid over the past week. And then over the past week, I'm just going to open up the labs. I'm still working on the modules. So I just unlocked the Shadow Shard lab. So I just pushed into tier 16 with the enemy attack level skip plus. So now I've got Shadow Shards going, as well as the other essential module labs. But I'm excited to bring you guys footage of the farm run, just like last episode. So this run I should be dying soon, so we should be able to take a look at some of the stats. And they should kind of like tell us things like, how much am I making really? So last episode I think I was earning like 14 trillion. Now I'm earning so far in this one 44. This looks like a high score run for sure. I honestly can't explain why I'm making so much more coins. Because I've done some econ labs, but like for the past week, I've really been just doing module labs. And I did throw one quantity on Death Wave. But other than that, I really can't explain why my coins have gone so crazy from the last video till now. I did do some health labs, some regen labs, so I'm getting more waves. But I think it really just has to do with that enemy attack level skip upgrade. Earlier in the video I was saying it was going to be, one of the biggest upgrades, that you could do for like single clicks. And it really seemed to be the case, because I'm earning a lot more coins. Usually I was farming up to, I think, like maybe wave 7,000, like like 6,500. Now I'm going like 7,500, and just adding that extra 1,000 waves seems to do a lot. So, yeah, we'll see the exact amount I end with here. So far it's 44 trillion. That's crazy. So while I have this open, let's take a look at some of the stats. I mean, I'm almost at 45, so let's see where it's all coming from. Okay, so somewhere in the middle here, under enemies destroyed, we'll see coins from Death Wave, Golden Tower. So it looks like Golden Tower, of course, is doing most of the work. Black hole is right there. And then like half of importance of Black Hole and Golden Tower seems to be Spotlight and Death Wave. They seem to be about as important as each other. And then if I scroll down under bots, looks like Golden Bot is contributing 10 trillion. I'm at 45, 20, 25%. I've seen some people, they have like really big values from their Golden Bot. Mine doesn't go that crazy. But yeah, wanted to bring you guys a little farm footage this episode. I really enjoy watching my tower farm. It took a lot of upgrades to get like that Death Wave permanent. I think I'm up to like 6 wave now, 6 quantity now. That Black Hole doesn't go down ever. Golden Tower doesn't go down ever. So yeah, I think what my next move is definitely going to be Golden Tower Plus. I think I was talking about that on the last episode. I'm definitely going to go for it. Somebody in my guild was talking about, you know, how it accelerated their progress, and I just seem like it just seems like that's the next move for me, for 2 reasons. One, because a lot of other upgrades are getting really expensive. But also, I'm really close to unlocking card masteries, and I've heard that I need a little bit more economy than what I currently have to make that happen. People are saying, well, you should probably make more like 500 trillion a day before you unlock the card mastery, because maybe that's what it costs. I'm not exactly sure, but they say you want about half a quadrillion a day. Well, I'm not making that, so I'm thinking, okay, well, go more into Golden Tower. So that'll definitely be my next move. And then somebody in my guild, they asked me a really interesting question. They asked me, well, when are you going to put damage on your tower? I thought that was a really good question. So I definitely want to put some damage on my tower now that my tower is getting into Legends. You just can't do Legends with a health build. It just doesn't. It's the enemies have like really high attack damage. So you know, I really want to build some damage. but I really need my stones for Golden Tower Plus to get those card masteries going. So once I have card masteries, then I'm definitely going to look into damage. I do know that there's one card mastery that just gives you flat out 40% damage. I think it's the damage card. So when I have the economy to just buy that damage mastery, I'll probably go for that. Yeah, I heard somebody talking in the Discord. They said if you can take the health build pretty far, but definitely don't buy defensive masteries. So I think that's going to be my goal. When I get masteries going, I think that's definitely going to be the end of my health upgrades. And then some other things I did unlock. Like you see, I have the new skull skin. That's pretty cool. I got that for pushing into, I think that's tier 13. Yeah, so I just had the enemy health level skip plus, and I wanted to see, what I could push with that. So I did end up, since early in the video I went into tier 12, I got the relic from 4500. And that increases lab speed. That was awesome. It was really difficult, which is really surprising because, as you can see, I get a lot of waves in tier 11. So you'd expect tier 12, 4500 not to be that hard for my tower, but it did actually prove to be quite difficult. I attempted it once, and I didn't get 4500 waves, so I had to change my build to include. At the start of the run, I started hitting these free upgrades, and that let me max my enemy attack level skip earlier, and that got me the waves that I needed. So I got that tier 12 relic, so I got extra lab speed. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. I was kind of wondering when I was going to die. Okay. 45 trillion. That's definitely a high score. Before this, I know it was 41 trillion. So just seems to keep going up and up. I think it just has to do with getting more waves. Because 7600 is definitely higher than I was getting before. I'll have to check the previous video to see what I was getting before, but wow, 45 trillion. Okay, so let's go back to the home screen and let's see what we can do with that. Cool, we're back on the home screen. Let's see what we can do. So I've definitely put some points into enemy level skip since the last preview. I haven't changed too much else. So previously I had a rule where cells cost 1 run of my coins. Coins would cost 2. I'm putting enemy level skip at about 3. That's about how much I love this stat. It gets me quite a bit. So I'm debating, should I actually just save my coins entirely? I might actually just do that. So I'll take a look over here. I'm really happy with where my defenses are, so I don't think I'll put any more points into that. And my damage still doesn't do anything, so I think I'm just going to keep saving for utility enhancements because it seems to get me pretty far. And then I'm just going to keep working on my module labs. These are all really essential labs. I kind of put them off. So now I'm going to, make sure I take my medicine, make sure I do those labs. And then let's show you guys how I've been doing in the tournament. Looks like the tournament's open, so I'll probably run that. Let's take a look. So I got back into Legends. I just put on intro sprint, took me to wave 70. As long as I don't have damage, I know I'm not going to do very well in the league. So I'm getting promoted out of champions fairly regularly, but I definitely need to work on my tournament performance. So I probably won't be doing much better in tournaments in the next episode. So I know I'm very focused on I've talked about Golden Tower Plus like several times. So as you can see, I've started to save my stones. So I need 5,400 stones to get the next 2 ultimate weapons. So I'm just gonna start saving, and that'll definitely take me a bit. We'll see if it's like maybe 1 more episode, maybe 2 more episodes until I have that, but I'm definitely hoping I have the self-control to do that, so we'll see. So just want to let you guys know what I'm up to. I definitely want to make a shout out this episode to some of the new guild members we have. Shout out to Hattie, shout out to Death. Now our guild is full. So super stoked to see some friends in the guild. Super stoked to see all of my guild members, still playing. Yeah, shout out to you guys. I will definitely be catching you guys in the next episode. See you guys later.